everything you need to know this rush hour of November 13, Wednesday. I'm Jamie Harrell. Kickstarting today's rush with Tropical Depression Ramon accelerating ahead of its possible landfall. That's why Tropical Cyclone Wind Signal number 1 is now raised over Catanduanes, Eastern Samar, and the eastern portion of Northern Samar. This means houses made of light materials may have slight damage. Also, preschool classes in both public and private schools are automatically suspended in these areas. And to give us the latest on Tropical Depression Ramon, we have on the line Sheila Reyes from Pag-asa Weather Forecasting Center. Sheila, when is Ramon, or Sheila rather, sorry about that, when is Ramon expected to make landfall?
Good morning, Jamie. And based in our forecast track for Tropical Depression Ramon, it is expected to landfall in Isabela, Aurora area by November 16.
Okay, Sheila, is this gonna further intensify at some point, Tropical Depression Ramon?
Yes, as of now, Ramon is in tropical depression category, but we are expecting, or it is forecast to intensify into a tropical storm within the next 24 hours.
Okay, since we're expecting this in 24 hours, where is this gonna be located, or where is this located right now? Can we track it?
Yes. As of 4 a.m., the center of Tropical Depression Ramon was located 505 kilometers east of Borongan City, Eastern Samar.
Okay, and basing on this data, will it exit the Philippine area of responsibility?
Based on our forecast track, we're having this 5-day weather, or 5-day center positions of Ramon. And as of now, for that 5-day track forecast, probably November 19 or 20, it is expected that this Tropical Depression Ramon will exit the Philippine area of responsibility.
All right, but will we be expecting rainy weather?
For parts of eastern section of southern Luzon as well as northern and central Luzon, we're expecting moderate with occasional heavy rains over those areas. But in Metro Manila and for the rest of Luzon, we're still expecting light to moderate rain.
Okay, how about gale warnings? By any chance, do we have any?
Yes, for the gale warning is raised over seaboards of northern Luzon as well as the seaboards or eastern seaboards of central and southern Luzon.
Okay, and are there other weather disturbances rather than Tropical Depression Ramon?
Yes, aside from Tropical Depression Ramon, we are not monitoring any low pressure area that may affect our country.
Okay, thank you, Pag-asa weather forecaster Sheila Reyes. Senators start to question the feasibility of the administration's Build, Build, Build program, with only less than a fifth of the total projects in motion. Palace responds by saying, compared to the previous administration, at least there are some changes going on here. Rhea Fernandez has the report.
Senate deliberations on the proposed 2020 national budget has started, and senators wasted no time scrutinizing the administration's Build, Build, Build program. During the discussion, it was revealed that only 9 out of 75 major infrastructure projects under the program are ongoing. These include the Binondo Bridge, the Pantaleon Estrella Bridge, and the rehabilitation of Clark International Airport. Senate Minority Leader Franklin Drilon was dismayed.
And we have only 2 years and a half left of this administration. I don't think any substantial progress insofar as the program is concerned will be achieved. As I would repeat, the execution is simply dismal.
The National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, has approved the revised list of infrastructure projects. The original list of 75 was rationalized to remove unfeasible ones, and smaller projects were added to make up the new 100 list.
They will replace some of the projects that they see are no longer feasible with ones that will be feasible. So akin, that's a good development. Diba? Kasi mga reality check, di ba?
According to data obtained by Senator Sonny Angara, The administration eyes to finish 12 projects in 2020, 17 in 2021, and 26 in 2022. The remaining 43 projects will begin construction before President Duterte steps down. Angara cited tedious feasibility studies and right-of-way problems for the delay. It prompted a question from Angara: has the Duterte administration been too ambitious with build, build, build?
Sa umpisa, kala mo, madaling gawin yan eh. Pero ang reality is, mahirap talaga. Tsaka yung pera, hindi biro.
The DPWH and the DOTR promised to provide the Senate with the list on Wednesday. Meanwhile, the palace slammed Drilon's statement that the Build, Build, Build program was a failure.
So ito naman si Senator Frank, my fraternity kabats brad. Senator Frank, look at the administration you previously belonged. 6 years, not a single infrastructure na nagawa. Malayo. Sa dami.
The Senate will be holding budget sessions until Thursday to make sure that there won't be a repeat of this year's budget impasse. For News 5, Ria Fernandez, We Are One News.
The proposal by Vice President Leni Robredo for the police personnel to wear body cameras during drug-by-bus operations has gotten some support, specifically from the Bacoor City Police, who have been using the device for more than a decade. Justin Punsalang has this report.
Nighttime drug raids have been of relative ease for the Bacoor City Police, from arresting operators in an August 2018 sting to uncovering a drug den the month after. And it's no small thanks to their body camera. Its automatic night mode feature allowed them to document clearly even in the dark. That's why the city's police chief, Lieutenant Colonel Vicente Cabatingan, backs Vice President Leni Robredo's call to require all policemen to wear body cams during drug busts. He himself has worn one since 2008, as the body cam footage is sufficient evidence when presented in court.
Panangga din sa amin yan, kasi ngayon sinasabi nilang planting of evidence. Sa body cam kasi wala ka nang maitago dyan.
But while some targets still point a gun at them, he says most targets do not resist arrest when officers wear body cams, as it allays fears of tampering of evidence.
Kasi naka-on yan eh. So doon pa lang, yung ibang complete, lalo pag search warrant, panatag na sila.
The thing is, they only have 5 body cams, with only 1 body cam per team deployed during operations. Cabatingan said the ratio of police to body cam should be 1:1.
Maganda kahit hindi yung operator natin o sabi ng anti-drug operations unit natin. Ngayon kung equip sila ng body cam, hindi na kami mahirapan lalo na sa pag-solve diyan.
For News 5, Justine Punsalang, We Are One News.
Despite taking a different approach to the drug war, the camp of Vice President Leni Robredo says she will be unrelenting in going after large-scale traffickers. Philippine Star reports that Robredo wants the same intensity and the same vigor as the past anti-drug campaign, only this time with less violence. The Freeman reports that the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources has closed a portion of the Visayan Sea for 3 months. This means that commercial fishing for sardines or tamban, mackerel or tamaro, and herring or tuloy are banned to allow fish stocks to recover during the spawning season. The coastal areas of Bogo, San Remigio, Daan Bantayan, and Medellin are affected by the ban. Same goes for Santa Fe, Bantayan, and Madridejos. This from Filipinos Star ngayon. Some netizens believe that noisy Filipinos are the reason why Patch Magtanong lost in the Miss International pageant last night. Supposedly, the judges got irritated with the way the Filipino audience conducted themselves, and that's why Patch only made it to the top 8. Everyone was hoping that Magtanong would win after her excellent answer during the Q&A round. But at the end of the competition, Thailand's was crowned Miss International 2019. This is Thailand's first ever win for the Miss International crown. Traffic officials are starting their own preparations for this year's Southeast Asian Games happening later this month until first week December. But the monstrous Metro Manila traffic, together with the holiday rush, the MMDA was not able to escape some scolding from lawmakers for supposed wrong moves. Royce's Nugget has the story.
As if traffic isn't bad enough, the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority advised the public it's about to get worse starting this week. And it's not just due to the yearly holiday rush. A SEA Games simulation is scheduled Thursday. Presenting before a House panel, MMDA officials recommended road closures, school holidays, ban on mall sales, and a stop-and-go scheme during the biennial meet. 30,000 delegates are expected in the event.
They will escort the delegates, the athletes, will be HPG. Ang gagawin po natin dito, stop and go na lang. Hindi na tayo magde-dedicate ng isang lane para yung sasaya. Ang gagawin lang natin, pagkadadaan po yung ating mga delegates or athletes, ihihinto lang yung intersection na yon, saan sila pa dedrin.
But lawmakers had other issues in mind. Former MMDA Chairman Bayani Fernando scolded the MMDA for failing to implement the organized bus route on EDSA, expected to reduce travel time among commuters. He recommended that buses be given exclusive right to cross intersections, while other vehicles should take flyovers.
We have to get those buses moving twice faster than any transport system.
Fernando questioned why the MMDA has not yet cleared secondary roads in the metro.
Every road in Metro Manila, as a matter of fact, in Metro Manila is mabuhay lanes. We have an overcrowded EDSA. Then we have an overcrowded mabuhay lanes. See? Dahil doon natin inaano tao eh. Ultimo ang waste na sira ulo sa atin. So we will discuss it sa Metro Manila Council para ma-approve po.
Down south, Muntinlupa Representative Rufy Biason raised alarm for another Carmageddon due to the temporary ramp for the Skyway Extension project. The MMDA says it has yet to receive notice from the Skyway management.
We will take note on that one kasi wala pa silang sinasabit sa amin.
Meanwhile, mall representatives attended the second part of the committee hearing. They gave the committee assurance that they are complying with the MMDA's traffic plan for the holidays. For News 5, Royce's Nugget, we are One News.
Bacoor City might not be your first holiday destination, but the country's summer capital proves they have something to offer all year round. Laila Pangilinan with the story.
This Christmas season, why not head over to Baguio and experience the Yuletide in this Christmas village? Aside from holiday staples, Santa and his elves, you can have your pictures taken as part of this giant bilin. It features real-life people recreating the nativity scene. The child in this manger also has a couple of famous visitors, including the Avengers, characters from Lord of the Rings, and this dragon that's at the center of a Panagbanga-style float.
Bale, binase lang po nila sa Game of Thrones po. Isa sa mga dragons po na since nasa Baguio po tayo, inaisipan po nila na flower, yun yung ipapang-design sa isang dragon po.
But wait, why don't we level up the iconic Baguio chill?
At para mas ma-feel mo ang Pasko, dapat mayroong snow!
Artificial snow made from bubbles fall to the ground every half hour. This is to the delight of kids and kids at heart.
Yung snow po natin talagang isa sa mga pinupuntahan po nila dito. Kaya every year naman po meron pong artificial snow lang naman po. Pero ito po talaga isa sa mga signature or isa sa mga pinupuntahan talaga nila dito.
Mang Nelson's family, who came all the way from Mexico, Pampanga, says the journey is worth it.
Kasi lalo-lalo na yung mga bata.
Feel na feel mo yung nasa ibang bansa ka na Pasko.
These two vloggers have experienced real snow in their home countries, but this didn't stop them from having fun with make-believe snow. For them, what's important is that everyone is happy.
In the warm country, people would like to see the snow many times away. So it would be a really great experience for them.
Better than nothing, right? And I'm sure they appreciate this kind of stuff, so it's been really nice.
This Christmas spectacle will be open until January 3 next year, from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays, and from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on weekends. Entrance fee is at 120 pesos for adults, 50 pesos for kids, 85 pesos for senior citizens, and free of charge for PWDs. For News 5, Laila Pangilinan, we are One News.
And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us next time for another round of Rush. For Riza Diaz, I'm Jamie Harrell, and we are One News.